I heard about this program on the radio and I came and he said, well, he can help me, and we go ahead and he helped me, and see, I'm here now. I went to several lawyers before I came to Mr. Bernstein. They all take my money. Some die and some still alive, and said I should go back on this banana boat.
Go back on the banana boat?
Yes, that's what he said. I'm here.
And here you are with a green card.
And here I am with my green card and ready to go. Going back to Jamaica for Christmas.
That's funny. Well, we're here again. And ladies and gentlemen, just want to say welcome to the Brad and Squeeze show. Maybe we should have an intro. We're not, one of the things that we're not doing here on the Brad and Squeeze show.
You want to discuss our internal logistics live on the show when we start?
No, I mean, on 93.5 FM at exactly 9:03, the show starts off with bum, 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 bum.
Yes, so?
I'm telling you, it's my microphone, because my microphone is right underneath me. I can't yell anymore. I'm listening to my producer in my ear.
So, good morning, everybody. This is the Brad. This is how you
yelling.
talk.
See,
this
you're
is
yelling.
How,
I don't want. Why don't you just bring up my mic?
Talk. This
Bring
is
up
how,
my microphone.
Which one are you? One? How are you? All right.
I don't want to yell.
And now Zemar's going to go, coming in hot.
No, but
Coming in hot.
I mean, I think the send can be turned down.
All right. So,
What I was saying
welcome,
is
everybody.
this,
What?
We
What's the
can't
problem?
start the show with a testimony and there's no introduction to the show. Because people
This is on Facebook. This is a Facebook show that is heard on the radio.
Oh, so in other words, screw the people on the radio.
It's not screw the people on the radio. This is a Facebook show that's heard on the radio. That's what this is.
But how would anyone out there on the radio know?
This is a Facebook show that is heard on the radio.
So no introduction on the radio.
Welcome, everybody. This is the Brad and Squeeze show. Welcome.
So forget about the radio.
It's not about the radio. This is a Facebook show that is heard on the radio. Let's get into what's going on in the world, Squeeze. We have a lot to cover here today. Lots and lots to cover, but we can talk about this off the air if you choose to. 1-800.
This is so professional.
1-800.
No intro.
1-800-529-5465 is the number to call to get your immigration questions asked and answered on the radio on WVIP 93.5
I won't
FM.
say anything anymore.
On Facebook at Law Offices of Spar and Bernstein. On Facebook at David Squeeze Annakie, Brad H. Bernstein. Facebook on Jamrock Magazine. Facebook on USA Credit Repair. Welcome again. You've had way too much to think about this morning, apparently.
Pardon me?
You've had way too much to think about this morning.
No. I'm just not saying anything anymore.
All right. So, what's going on in the news, Squeeze? What are you doing?
They told me to take my scarf off.
What are you doing? All right, the Trump administration, Squeeze, while you are, I have no idea what you're doing. The Trump administration has rejected 4,000 late DACA applications.
Yeah.
So now there is a lawsuit, even though they were in the mailbox as of October 5th deadline. So if you have been rejected for your DACA renewal or your original DACA application and it was in the mailbox before October 5th, you should be contacting us immediately. Because as of last night, the U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services has overturned their prior decisions and is now the entire, there it is right there, the entire mailroom of applications that they were rejecting, they are now going to accept. So if you got a rejection notice, please call us immediately and we will hopefully get that fixed for you.
Cool.
Okay. ICE courthouse arrest, Squeeze. Immigration Customs Enforcement going into the courthouse to arrest people. We've been talking about that. A 900% increase. Not 90%, a 900% increase from 2016. 78 arrests in the courthouse in the New York City area this year so far. That people 78. The people who were arrested, not convicted of a crime yet, ICE just went in and arrested them. 78 of them. 32 of the incidents also took place in Long Island. And it is ICE targeting undocumented aliens with no criminal history. So please be very careful. Please make sure you have very, very good attorneys.
Okay. Very good. They should choose Spar and Bernstein.
They should.
It's as simple as that.
They should.
Don't need to get more into it. They just should just choose Spar and Bernstein.
Here's quite funny. It's actually funny, ironic, and actually made me chuckle, and a bravo to this company. Never heard of this company before, but it's like one of those emojis where you're like bravo, bravo. Mm-hmm. Cards Against Humanity. I have no idea what it is, but it's apparently a horrible party game for horrible people. Mm-hmm. I don't know what it is, but it is described as a party game for horrible people. What they have done is they are buying, partly for promotion, partly for their own social justice, property right on the border of Mexico and the United States, and will absolutely, positively refuse to allow Donald Trump to build his wall on that property. The company tweet says, Donald Trump is a preposterous golem who is afraid of Mexicans. He's so afraid that he wants to build a $20 billion wall that everyone knows will accomplish nothing. So we've purchased a plot of vacant land on the border and retained a law firm specializing in eminent domain to make it as time-consuming and expensive as possible for the wall to be built.
Thank God we're not.
And finally, Squeeze, I have to congratulate you. Mm-hmm. on being the winning bidder last night for the Leonardo da Vinci. Okay, Squeeze was at Christie's last night. There was a rare Leonardo da Vinci that was up for auction.
Hence my bank account.
Hence his bank account. The bidding, Squeeze started the bidding at $70 million. And he outlasted everybody. Congratulations. We will be bringing the Da Vinci in and sticking it right here in the middle. $450,312,000, and of course $500. It wasn't enough to be $450,300,000.
Nah, I got it.
I had to have the extra 500. Could I even say this number correct? $450,312,500 for the Leonardo da Vinci. Also, the cost of about 5 miles of the land border. Also, probably the cost of feeding an entire country in Africa for an entire year.
Hence the reason why the value of it will triple in 3 years, and then we can feed more. All right?
If you have $450 million, okay, are you going to go and spend it so you can take something beautiful off the wall? What an ego, whoever that person is. Think about it. What an ego that person is. I'm going to take something that is extraordinarily beautiful. Mm-hmm. I'm going to own it privately. I'm going to stick it in my apartment or my home, and no one could look at it but me. And I'm going to take $450 million to do that when you can do so much more with that money.
Not necessarily.
I don't know. I don't get it.
Because you can take $450 million, invest it in a painting of that magnitude, quadruple the value of that painting in a very short period of time, or resell that in a very short period of time, make 10 times as much, and help 10 times as much.
If you think they actually want to help somebody.
Of course. Yeah. And by the way, the person who has $450 million, if he's a smart individual, I am quite sure a lot of that person's money is being given to charity as tax write-offs.
I don't know.
So it's actually, it's in their best interest to give away money because they'll save more money.
I don't know.
According to our tax rules here in the United States.
I don't know. I don't know. It seems to me that $450,312,500 can go to a lot better use than taking a Leonardo da Vinci off the market, putting it in your house, and no one could look at it but me.
Because you've only seen the surface.
Well, that's how I look at it.
I see it beyond that.
That's how I look at it. All right. Did you see Get Out?
I've been telling you to watch that movie.
I won't watch it. I don't like scary movies.
To watch the movie.
I don't like scary movies.
I'm pissed at you for not watching it.
Jordan Peele's brilliant breakout film is going to compete in the Golden Globes, but not as best movie, but as best comedy.
You should see the movie, dude. Mm-hmm. Why don't you?
Why best comedy? Is it funny? I thought it was a scary movie.
Because I told you it was not scary. Mm-hmm. I thought it was funny and very interesting. If you ask me.
I don't know what Squeeze thinks. Squeeze, what do you think? Do you think it should be best comedy, or you think it should be best movie?
I just think it should be a solid movie.
Okay.
Solid.
That's very good. Very good opinion.
Thank you, sir.
All right. And finally,
You
Squeeze.
can tell I'm extremely enthused this morning. Right?
I see that, yes. And finally, Squeeze, we're going to go to the telephone lines. 1-800-529-5465. 1-800-529-5465. Finally, Squeeze, did you ever see the movie Borat?
I'm quite sure you have. You found that funny.
Yeah, because it's not scary.
I told you the movie's that
So
scary.
on Wednesday, a group of Czech tourists dressed in swimsuits made famous by TV and film character Borat visited Kazakhstan, which was where there he is, which is where the fictional man came from, the anti-Semitic bigot
You would like
came
this.
from.
I'm quite sure you selected this for the chat, right?
And no, this is Jill did this.
I'm talking
and
about
they
the picture.
visited Kazakhstan, which is which is a real country, but it's a fictional character. They dressed up as him, and then got arrested and detained. That's
makes
right.
fun of
Behave, Squeeze. Behave. Don't do that, Squeeze. All right, let's go to immigration questions. 1-800-529-5465. 1-800-529-5465. We have Rosalie Stewart already.
Hello, Miss Stewart. How are you?
Juliet, calling from Rosalie's telephone.
Oh,
Wow.
Juliet, how are you?
Juliet, how are you doing this morning? Brad and Squeeze
I'm
here.
okay. I'm okay. And you?
Good, good. What's
wonderful.
up?
Okay. I'm asking a question here. I was married in April. And since July, I am not in touch with my husband. I don't know where to find him.
Did he file for you? Did you get a green card? Is this an immigration issue, or this is just I have no idea where the hell my husband is?
It did not file for me. We're about to put in the paperwork, and that's it. I don't know where he is. What can I do?
Well, nothing you can do. He flew the coop. So you can't sponsor yourself unless you're an abused spouse or emotionally abused spouse. Through extreme emotional abuse, actually. It's not just emotional. I always say emotional abuse, but it's extreme emotional abuse. It's beyond what it would normally happen in a breakup of a relationship and a marriage. So unless there was some sort of abuse claim that you're going to make, the only thing that you can do is do a divorce. Now, one of the things to do a divorce is you got to find your husband to serve him. So if you don't know where he is, then you know the first step would be come to us and let us locate him. And maybe if we locate him, you can talk some sense into him and you can work your relationship back. And if you can't talk sense into the man, well, then at that point, what's the sense of being married to a man who flew the coop? And you get a divorce.
Okay.
All right?
That's it.
So hold on 1 second, okay?
Okay.
All right. 1-800-529-5465. 1-800-LAW-LINK. We have 12 open lines.
Is it my number? My job? So everybody, once again, the Brad and Squeeze Show. It's now time for you to call us up. It's a morning that is beautiful. It's 16 minutes after the hour. We're here on social media at David Squeeze Annakie's page, Brad H. Bernstein's page, the attorney, and law offices of Spar Bernstein, and yes, 93.5 FM, where we have no introduction. But we still taking the calls at 1-800-529-5465. That loud enough for everybody? 1-800-529-5465. How many lines we got?
We have 12 open lines, Squeeze.
12. 1-800-529-5465. That's 1-800-529-5465. I didn't hear that.
All right, so let's go to Kim, social media guru.
Kim.
And see what she has from Facebook.
Hello.
How are you?
Hello, Kim. How are you?
I'm doing great. How are you guys?
I'm being loud.
Yes, you are. I love it, Squeeze. I love a loud squeeze.
Oh, wow.
That didn't sound... Nope. I'll never say those words again. Social media rapid fire.
Welcome to the Rapid Fire, where we actually squeeze in your social media questions. Do you have more calls or more questions than what we have on the 93.5 hotline, 1-800-LAW-LINK?
Oh, I've definitely got some questions. Our first one was left on our Brad and Squeeze show page, so they get asked first. Ian wants to know, if your brother filed for your immigration status to be changed in 2008 while living in the USA, at what time can this change be made?
What do you mean if your brother filed to change your status?
So I think that his brother,
The brother filed for you and you want to know when he can adjust his status?
Yeah.
The brother filed for you unless your priority date is 2004 or earlier, you're not eligible for a green card. Unless you are in legal status, or unless you're 245I, which means that you were filed for prior to April 30th, 2001, you cannot adjust your status here. You have to go home. And unless you have parents here or a spouse here and you go home and you're out of status, you can't get a provisional waiver. You're going to get stuck home. So brothers and sisters have big issues. And it's not a simple process of, I'm going to file for my brother and he's going to get a green card. Or I'm going to file for my sister and she's going to get a green card. It's a lot more complicated than that. When you would get a green card and whether or not you will ever get a green card through that application.
Okay.
Sorry for the bad news.
Yeah, I was going to say
Sorry for
that's
the bearer
bad
of
news.
bad news.
Yes.
Sunny on the Brad and Squeeze page would
Yes.
like to know, good day, does a naturalized citizen and a U.S.-born citizen have the same rights?
Si, senor.
Hey, good news. And one more from Tanisha. Tanisha would like to know, I have a cousin who got married to an American citizen and received a 2-year green card. The time for the removal of conditions is approaching. What documents are required to continue this process? One problem she is having is that she doesn't know where her husband is. She can't find him.
You've got to be able to prove that you and your spouse are living together. It's a bona fide marriage at the time of filing the application to remove the conditions of your permanent residence. Now, you have just told the entire world on Facebook and now on the Brad and Squeeze show, you and your spouse are no longer living together. There are options for you, but the options are one of two. Either you're going to file a waiver of the joint application, meaning that you're going to file on your own and prove you're an abused spouse, or you're going to file a waiver of the joint application and prove that in the past it was a real marriage. Today it's no longer a bona fide marriage because the marriage broke up, but I am getting divorced or I am divorced. So then you would have to start a divorce and prove in the past you did live together, but you're not living together today. Those would be, or get back together with your spouse. Go find them.
Okay, yeah.
All right. What else?
I'm curious as to how she lost him. She's like, she can't find him.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I lost my scarf, and I'm still looking for it.
Right.
Okay, I know that. I've lost my... I did lose my scarf. I'm looking for it. Okay? You don't lose a husband.
Don't look over here.
You don't lose a spouse. You know, how it works. Unfortunately, I love how, you know, it's funny, you know, how everybody likes to deflect. You know, it's not, you know, you don't lose a spouse. The spouse, unfortunately, lost you.
Right.
But, you know...
all we got from... That's all we got from social media right now,
That's
but
all we
I'm
got.
sure we will
All right.
keep them coming.
So we're going to come back to rapid fire questions and our social media queen, Kim, in a little bit. Leave your questions on the Brad and Squeeze page, Facebook page. Those are going to be answered first. And then, of course, on Spar, Bernstein, Brad H. Bernstein, David Squeeze, Annakie, USA, Credit Repair, LinkUp Media. Do you have any questions?
Absolutely.
Okay, great.
Once again, welcome to the Brad and Squeeze show. Let's go to this call right here. Right after I tell you the number to call, 1-800-529-5465 if you have direct questions for Brad. If my son is over 21 and in college, if he's dependent on my tax return, can he file for citizenship or does he have to work and file his own tax before he can file for citizenship?
There's no law that says you have to pay taxes to become a citizen. Law says that if you work and don't pay taxes, you're not a very good citizen, you'll be denied. But there's no law that says you have to file a tax return and be working to become a citizen.
Okay.
Just if you do work, you do have to file a tax return.
Okay. Stacey Ann Hodge says, maybe you guys can do a segment on what a person who is being abused needs when they are having issues that will affect their immigration status.
You hear that, Jill?
Maybe you could expound a little bit.
Jill says absolutely.
All right, so maybe can you expound a little bit on that?
We will expand on that. We will expand on that. We'll do a segment on it.
All right.
She wants a full segment.
She wants a full segment.
Right, a full segment.
Full segment. That's it for the questions for now.
That's all the questions for now.
For now.
All right. So let's go to Samantha, who's been waiting from Brooklyn, New York. And by the way, we have 11 open lines, so if you call 1-800-529-5465, you will get on the show. Samantha.
Hi, Samantha.
Yes.
How are you?
Hi, good morning.
Good morning.
Okay, my immigration question is a little bit tricky.
Okay.
Okay, so a friend of mine was living in New York City, but never filed for anything. But when he got pulled over, he used his friend's information who married someone here. And he abandoned her, and he had abandonment or something. He got arrested.
Who abandoned who? I'm lost now. Somebody gets arrested. They use their friend's information. Their friend's identity. They get arrested in the friend's identity. Who got married?
Yes.
Who is the person?
Okay,
the friend got married, or the person who got arrested got married?
No, the friend got married.
Okay, the person
And
whose identity was
his wife.
stolen.
Yes.
Okay, now I understand.
Well, it wasn't stolen. It was just like, hey, I'm
Used.
not going to be in America anymore. You can use my information.
Fine.
Interesting.
But now he got deported behind that.
All right, wait a second. Okay, now, wait a second now. Who got deported behind that? Because you're using a lot of he's. Who got
Okay.
deported? The guy who got arrested using the fake information got deported.
Yes.
Okay, well, this is the story, okay? If your friend who is now getting married assisted somebody in using a fake identity, that in of itself is a crime. He's a co-conspirator to a crime of, helping somebody present false documents. It's a crime. If, on the other hand, somebody just assumes your identity
Right.
and just says, you know what, one day I'm driving down the street, woo, going into second gear, third gear, fourth gear, woo, 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 cop pulls me over, and I said, here, I'm David Annakie.
Right.
And I show the ID, and they go, you don't look like this man. He's black and, a little thinner than you. And nope, that's definitely me. And they say, okay, fine, David Annakie, you're arrested, and I get deported as David Annakie, and I took his identity. Well, how does that, it's not David Annakie's fault. And guess what? David Annakie's fingerprints are not my fingerprints.
Right.
So when he goes to apply for his green card, the fingerprints are going to be different. It's not a problem. The only problem becomes is if David Annakie says to me, he says, Brad, this is what you do. Okay, this is how you're going to get around America. Take my ID because I really don't care. Okay, you go do all the crimes you want. You show them this identification, and therefore, whatever happens, happens. You're now helping somebody, assisting them in committing crimes. It's a different story.
Completely different.
So, it depends what happened.
So in other words, a person who didn't do it is okay.
Right.
Because he never gave that person.
Well, he was-
That's right. As Shaggy said, wasn't me.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, there you go.
It wasn't
Yeah.
me.
Well, and he was, when it happened, he was on a 10-year visa, and now it has expired. So
That's fine. If someone takes your identity, there's nothing you can do about it, but there's something that fixes everything, which is your fingerprint. I had years ago, when I first started as a lawyer, there was a guy who had a twin brother. And the twin brother stole the other twin brother's identity. He did all sorts of stuff.
mentioned this before.
Drugs, everything. He ultimately got arrested, went upstate New York for 3 or 4 years. The twin brother got deported. And the twin brothers weren't even close, Then the guy goes and gets married. This has happened in the 90s.
Who goes
the guy,
and get married?
What?
Who goes and get married?
Exactly. I'm now confusing everybody, too. So the one twin brother gets deported. The other twin brother, who was a good guy,
Which one gets deported? The one that went upstate?
the one who went upstate gets
Right.
deported, who took the good brother. Okay, Cain and Abel. Okay,
Okay.
which one is Cain is the good brother, right?
No.
Cain is the bad brother? Who is the good brother?
Cain is the bad one.
Cain is the bad one.
Yeah.
Okay, so Cain goes upstate, steals Abel's identity. Cain gets deported. Abel goes to apply for his green card and says, hey, you're Cain. You got deported already. And then we had to send him down to Virginia to get a fingerprint in Virginia through the FBI. Literally went into the FBI building to take a fingerprint, prove that it was his brother who got deported, not him, and then eventually he got his green card. And now he's a citizen. So fingerprints clear everything up, even if people steal your identity.
yeah, but it didn't work. Like, he tried to explain it, saying, "Okay, well,
Well,
listen,
he
okay,
didn't have me
Explaining
as
is
a
not gonna
lawyer,
work.
so hold
Yeah.
on one second then, okay?
yeah, he didn't have a lawyer."
In
And
this case,
ICE
you
came
really.
before they could figure anything out. ICE came. He was at Rikers, and they just took him
Where is he now?
in Trinidad.
He got deported. Well, he was in Rikers for himself. Okay, he didn't go to there was 2 Abels here then. So one guy gets deported and the other guy, you're not in Rikers because of an immigration violation, you're in Rikers because you committed a crime. So what was his crime that he got deported for?
So this is the good guy now.
Good guy also
went to jail.
Also went to jail. No, nobody
So
seems to be
obviously
good
he was
here.
in jail for some reason.
Yeah, nobody seems to be good here. He needs a consultation.
So
Hold on
he's
one
a
second.
cane.
He's a cane also then. or an able in the wrong place at the wrong time. He could be an able in the wrong place at the wrong time. It happens.
Maybe he wasn't able-bodied to actually call it. The number, ladies and gentlemen, is 1-800-529-5465. Got to remind you also, if you do get arrested, you will need the law offices of Spar and Bernstein, in my opinion. That's the reason why we say store the number, 1-800-529-5465. This show was created by the law offices of Spar and Bernstein and LinkUp Media. They're located, law offices of Spar and Bernstein, at 225 Broadway in New York City on the 5th floor, in the capacity of immigration, yes, criminal defense, yes, personal injury, yes, family law, yes, tax law, yes. Let's go back to the phone lines at 1-800-529-5465 with another immigration question.
Jomo in Manhattan.
Yes, hello?
How are you?
How you doing?
What's up, Jomo?
I'm all right. I got it's kind of unique too as well.
What?
Basically, it's an immigration question. I got arrested when I was 17, robbery, and then I gave him a fake name.
Okay.
Right? I went through my whole bid with the name. I tried to explain to them before I even got sentenced that wasn't my name. I went through the whole bid with the name. Immigration came to see me, told me that if they were going to deport me, they were going to come back to me within 90 days. They never came back to me. My mom's was a citizen before I turned 18. So I'm trying to figure out. And
Did you have a green card before you were 18?
Huh?
Did you have a green card before you were 18?
Yes, I actually have the green card that doesn't expire.
Okay.
But when I went to
all
go,
right. 1 second. Let me ask a few questions, and then I can give you full advice here.
Okay.
Okay. So you had the green card that never expired. So you're probably around my age now, probably, right, or older?
I'm 35.
35. Okay, you're younger than me. Okay. All right. So you came here when you were really a baby, then, probably, is my guess.
Yep.
Okay.
7.
All right. Was your mom married to your dad?
No.
Never.
No.
And your mom was a citizen before you were 18 for sure?
Yes.
You're a citizen of the United States. That's why they never touched you.
Now, the problem I'm having is that when I went to go renew my license, they asked me for the ID to show that I'm legally here, and all I have is the alien card when I'm 7.
Yeah, you don't have ID to show you're legal here, but in fact you've been a citizen since the day your mom became a citizen. So what you need to do is you need to apply for a U.S. passport, and you need to apply for a certificate of citizenship. And you're going to need help in us doing that for 2 reasons. 1, your ID looks like a baby from a 7-year-old. And 2, you've gone through the system a bunch of times, so you want to make sure that everything goes smoothly.
Right.
But even if you know, I don't know what you did, and I'm sure you're a good guy now and everything else. You know, I don't really, you know. But even if you were Charles Manson, who, by the way, is on his deathbed now, I just read. Even if you were Charles Manson, fact is you're a citizen of the United States. Doesn't matter.
Okay.
No matter what you did. So hold on 1 second, okay?
All right, thank you.
All right.
1-800-529-5465. The Brad and Squeeze Show here, live at 9. 1-800-529-5465. So Mr. Manson's about to meet his maker.
He's about to meet his maker, Charles Manson.
What do you think
What?
is going to happen to him?
I think if there is a hell, he will be there.
Even if he asks for forgiveness?
What?
Even if he asks for forgiveness?
That's everybody's own religious
beliefs.
I think if there is a hell, he's going straight there. He's got you know like there's like
so no matter how much forgiveness he asks for,
there's like the 4-5 trains, the express, and the 6 is the local.
Yeah,
he's on the 4-5 right to hell. I don't like to joke about it because, I mean, it was really bad what he did. But, yeah, he's on his deathbed. All right, let's go to Leonard in Brooklyn.
Good morning.
How are you?
Squeeze, yes, I'm good.
Good morning.
I just want to ask a little question. I have a daughter in Jamaica which I filed for in 2013, and now she have a kid. And I get the birth certificate and sent to the visa center. But I never put on the birth certificate said add to the file. I just sent it with the number, so I don't know if they will just add it. I have to do it over.
Who are you filing for originally? I know you have a child that was born. I didn't understand who you were filing for originally.
my daughter. I filed for my daughter in 2013.
Okay, fine. So what you do is you should have not an A number, but there should be an NVC number, and your daughter is in Jamaica?
Yes.
Okay, so the NVC number starts with a KNG number, which stands for Kingston, and then it'll say KNG 2013, which is the year you filed, and then some number 8, 9, 10 number after. You're going to write Portsmouth, New Hampshire, which is the National Visa Center. Say, hi, I'm the petitioner for my daughter. This is my name. This is my daughter's name. This is the case number. That's the most important thing. KNG 2013, blah, 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 blah. My daughter now has a child. I want to add on to this application. Here is a copy of this child's birth certificate. And it should have your daughter's name as the mother, and they will add the child to the case so that they both get the green card at the same time.
Okay, thank you.
All right? You're very welcome.
Okay,
all right.
Once again, folks, the Brad and Squish Show here. 1-800-529-5465. 1-800-529-5465. How many more calls you got there?
A lot.
All right, let's take him. Let's knock him down. Let's see if you can rapid fire those.
All right. Keisha in Jamaica, West Indies.
Yes.
How are you?
I'm good. And yourself?
Wonderful.
Hello.
Okay. I know someone that came to the United States when they were from 5 years old, and they obtained a green card. Would they say that they have the green card, the do not expire green card, or it doesn't expire?
There is a green card that was years and years ago, and I think we heard that call earlier from the guy who came when he was 7, went to jail, and I said he was a citizen. Years ago in the 1980s and early 90s, they would give you a green card and there was never an expiration date to it. That, by regulation, is now an expired green card. Even though it doesn't have an expiration date on the actual card, there is an executive order, a regulation by past presidents, by a Department of Homeland Security that says that card is no longer valid. You have to renew it.
Okay, so how long would it take for you to renew that green card?
A few months.
A few months? Like how much months though? 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, something like that. Okay, okay. And can you go apply for your citizenship right away?
You can apply for your citizenship right away. You don't have to renew your green card to apply for your citizenship. You can just go straight for the citizenship. But if you would need to travel or prove you're a lawful resident, you would have to pay for both applications.
Okay, great.
All right.
So I can, so he can go ahead and apply for the citizenship now, and then apply for the green card whenever.
Correct. If he's a citizen, a U.S. passport, he doesn't have a green card anymore. He's just a U.S. citizen now.
Pardon?
He does. If he's going to become a citizen, and say he becomes a citizen in 6 months, 9 months, whatever it is, he doesn't need a green card anymore. So unless he needs the green card, unless he needs a green card in the next year, just let him apply for his citizenship.
Just go ahead and apply for the citizenship.
Correct.
He doesn't need the green card.
Correct. Unless he needs it to travel. Okay.
Okay. So how much do you do the citizenship?
The filing fee is $725.
Mm-hmm.
My legal fee, that's depends on what we need to do. So hold on 1 second, okay?
Right.
All right. 1-800-529-5465. Squeeze. Bianca is in Kendall, Florida. Did we speak to her before?
I was about to say.
I remember Kendall. I remember Kendall, Florida.
Or is it just that Kendall?
Kendall, Florida is popping up now.
Yeah.
Bianca.
Hi.
Did you call before? I just remember speaking to someone from Kendall, Florida earlier this week.
No, I never did.
Is this a big town, Kendall,
Wow.
Florida, or is just everybody talking in Kendall, Florida to say, watch the Brad and
How
Squish
many
show?
people in Kendall, Florida?
I have no idea.
Everybody's watching it.
Everybody in Kendall, we are the biggest sensation, Squeeze.
In Kendall, Florida.
Kendall, Florida.
What does that say on the show? If we are
we are a sensation in Kendall, Florida. I don't know where anywhere else, but
Kendall, Florida.
Kendall, Florida. All right. So what's going on, Bianca?
Okay, I have a friend who's a green card holder for a year now, and she's getting married next month. She wants to know, does she change her last name on the Social Security first or the green card?
You don't have to change your name to get married. It's a modern world right now. You can choose to
but
take
she
your.
wants
She
to.
wants. If she wants to, then go change your name. How it works is you get married, you get a marriage certificate, and then the first thing you got to do is change your Social Security. Go to Social Security, change it. Then once you change the Social Security, then you can go change your driver's license, and then everything falls into place after. Credit cards, bills, bank statements, the whole yard. Now all of a sudden,
Her green card as well?
Her green card as well, if that's what she chooses to do.
how does she? Is there a certain form for it?
I-90.
I-90.
Yes.
And how much is that?
$455, I believe. Everyone asks me filing fees, and I
think
don't.
you're the filing fee guy.
I'm not the filing fee guy. I know a lot of information, but my information ends at
Let's call Brad
filing
up and get the
fees.
filing fees.
You could go on
I won't even use
USCIS.gov. You could Google it, but I'm pretty sure it's $455. But don't hold me to it. But it's for something.
Okay, thank you so much.
You're welcome. All right.
Bye.
Kendall, Florida is part of Miami-Dade County, I'm told. And the total population is 75,000 people, 2 of which watch us. At least 2 of which called.
Yeah.
Miami, Florida, we're very popular there.
That's good.
Right, big sensation. You know what I want to do, Squeeze?
What do you want to do?
What I'd like to do, but it's up to you. Okay? I'd like to talk a little bit about, we're prepared to talk about extraordinary ability aliens today.
Oh, you are?
Yes. Okay, we will be prepared to talk about Violence Against Women's Act. We'll do a segment on that as well.
Okay.
We'll have that ready soon. But we want to talk a little bit about extraordinary ability. Do you want to talk about that first, or would you like to talk about our sponsor
extraordinary
first?
ability. It sounds like you're talking about Superman.
I am talking about Superman.
You know, like
Supermen,
like, you know.
superwomen, people who are extraordinary at what they do in their life.
And I don't think you want to know anyone like that.
They can sponsor themselves for their green cards. You don't need a sponsor. You don't need to be married. You don't need parents. You don't need kids. You don't need nothing other than your own ability to sponsor yourself. We don't talk about it enough. And if you are extraordinary as a professor, as somebody in the sciences, an artist, an actor, an actress, a singer, a musician, a painter, a mime. You could be the best mime. You know, the guy goes like this. You could be the best at that. I can't do it, though.
The mime.
The mime. They scare me, the mime. Oh, are you going to do the robot now? Oh, you're not on. You gotta see Squeeze do his robot. Do the robot again, Squeeze. Those guys scare me. So if you're great at arts, education, you're the best teacher in the world, businessman, businesswoman, athlete, for example, Usain Bolt, he would be able to sponsor himself for a green card if he chooses to.
Right.
You don't have to be Usain Bolt, but
he could.
He could if he wanted to. So let's talk a little bit about what you need to be to show extraordinary ability. You could have won a award, okay, of national excellence. For example, you could win a Golden Globe for best comedy. Maybe. You could be a... Get out. Get out. Now I can't watch it because that's what I think of. I'm getting out. If somebody said to me, if I heard in my ear, get out, I'm like, I'm leaving.
If you watch the show, you'll understand it.
All right. It could be membership in an association that requires outstanding achievement, publish material about your work, participation as a judge of work of others, evidence of major contributions to your field, authorship of articles, artistic exhibitions or showcases in which you have been in, performances in which you were a leading role or a star, or a commercial success that you can demonstrate. If you have extraordinary ability, you can sponsor yourself. Let's watch this a little bit, Squeeze,
right,
about people with extraordinary ability.
Let's check it out.
Hi, my name is Ivan. I'm from Italy. I'm a scientist and I obtained my green card for extraordinary abilities. I'm passionate about my work because it allows me to be different every day and to pursue something new all the time.
Hi, my name is Teresa. I'm from Spain. I'm a graphic designer. I have an extraordinary ability visa and I live in New York. What I like about my job is that you create new things, you play with colors, you play with fonts, and you're always creating something new.
Hi, I'm Ramon, aka B-Boy Ramen. I'm from Mexico, and I came here through Extraordinary Ability Visa. America is really diverse. You see a lot of people. Philadelphia, you'll have different styles. New York, the origin of hip-hop, breaking.
Hi, I'm Gerald. I'm from South Africa. I am a painter and a sculptor. I would encourage people to study and pursue their dreams in America. I work in New York, so I get an opportunity to see a lot of people get inspired by different cultures.
Hi, I'm Mandeep. I work in finance and I have an extraordinary ability visa. I would encourage people to come to America to pursue their dreams if they're right qualifications and abilities. And they can definitely apply for the visa and hopefully they should succeed.
Hello, I'm Manuel. I'm from Spain. I have an extraordinary ability. I like cooking from I was a child.
Hi, I'm Lydia, and I'm from Jamaica. I have an extraordinary ability visa in athletics. I would encourage anyone to pursue their dreams here in America.
My name is Chisate Kagian from Japan. I have extraordinary ability. I am a jewelry artist, and besides I am teaching jewelry art in Manhattan.
Hi, my name is Kemdi. I am from Nigeria. I live in New York City. I have an extraordinary ability in athletics. I would encourage people to come to America to pursue their dreams. If I can do this,
so can you.
If I can do it,
so can you.
If I can do it,
so can you.
If I can do it,
You can do it too.
And this is truly what the Brad and Squeeze show is all about.
That is true.
Achieving the American dream. It's beautiful, man.
Yes, yes. All of these people came here with a talent and have made it, have become successful, and they all have extraordinary ability. And maybe if we were able to show this video to Donald Trump and General Kelly and General Mattis in Washington, perhaps maybe they would reconsider their positions on immigration. Squeeze?
Very interesting, man.
Yes.
I really like that. All right, once again, folks, the number for the Brad and Squeeze show is 1-800-529-5465. My name is David Squeeze Annakie, here with, of course, for Bradford H. Bernstein, the same name you can find on Facebook. And once again, also the law offices of Spar you can find. The show is co-sponsored by USA Credit Repair. Definitely the key to beautiful credit. We say to each and every one out there, if you are struggling with some issues with your credit, maybe you got declined recently, maybe you have a few late payments, maybe you got a judgment, a tax lien, a bankruptcy, maybe your credit score is in the toilet, as Brad would say. Well, guess what? Today is your lucky day, and we would like to help you. So why not call our office now, USA Credit Repair, at 1-800-872-7177. That's 1-800-872-7177. That's 1-800-872-7177. I'm such a freaking genius, man.
Squeeze?
I'm sorry, the things that make me laugh.
Squeeze, your wallet is out on the table.
My wallet is getting more
views, more FaceTime than you. By the way, I want to say something, okay? If your credit's below 700, just remember this. The answer is 50.
Yep.
50. If you call USA Credit right now and you know the question to that answer, you will get free credit repair for 30 days at 1-800-872-7177. I'm going to give you a hint. It is not the number of dates Squeeze had this month. 50 is not, that is not the question.
Nope, that's not the amount of dates.
That is not the question.
I had 0 dates.
Okay, it is also not the number of bottles of Don Julio Squeeze finished this week. It is not 0. That is not the answer. That is not the question either. The question is for you to find out, but the answer is 50.
The answer is 50.
If you know the question to that and you call USA Credit Repair, you will get free credit repair for 30 days, 90 days money back guarantee as long as you follow their program and protocol.
Clue is 1-800 has to do with
states. 1-800-872-7177. 1-800-872-7177. States. All right, so we have a whole bunch of people on hold. Let's go through some questions.
Yep.
And then I want everyone to know who's shy. Leave your question on Facebook at Brad and Squeeze Show. Leave your question on Brad H. Bernstein, law offices of Spar and Bernstein, David Squeeze, Annakie, USA Credit Repair, Jamrock Magazine, LinkUp Media. We're going to get to all of them through our social media queen and, of course, David Squeeze, Annakie, in a few minutes. Let's go to Howard in Miami, Florida. Howard.
Yes, good morning, Brad.
Good morning.
Please.
Hey, good morning.
I have a friend who's listening right now. He had a case where he went to court, and him and his wife, and he got a paper saying his case was null process. He's listening. He want to know what that means.
That means null prosecute is Latin for the DA's dropping the charges. So you don't have that's not a conviction. It was you arrested and the charges were dropped.
Okay, so he want to go back to Dominican Republic. Can he travel with that?
Yes, as long as it was not a drug offense. If it's a drug offense, he should pass it by me first, even if it was dropped. But if it had nothing to do with drugs, then bon voyage.
Domestic.
Yeah, as long as yes, then he's fine. Okay, don't do it again, obviously, but he's fine.
All right, you got it.
All right, be well. All right.
You hear that, boss? You hear that?
You hear that, boss? Enjoy, DR. Enjoy, DR. Dwayne in Las Vegas.
Hey, how you doing?
What's up?
Hey. Not much. I was living in New York a couple years ago, got married, and got my first green card, a temporary green card.
Right.
But it was never renewed. The wife and I separated shortly after through, unreconcilable differences.
Okay.
A few from that.
How long ago was this?
4 or 5 years ago. I'm currently remarried.
Did you ever file to remove the conditions of your permanent residence?
No, I didn't.
Okay, so that's the first thing you have to do. Because until the Immigration Service adjudicates a removal application of your conditional residence, if you were to go, you're now married a second time, and you were to go file a new adjustment, they're going to deny it because they're going to say you never went through the process. So, Number one is we got to figure out, maybe you were deported in absentia, you don't even know. Maybe they sent out
No, I do know. I'm not in deported.
Okay, that's right. As long as you know, okay, that's fine. Then you're going to file a late application to remove the conditions of your permanent residence. You're going to prove you are divorced and hopefully prove that it was a real marriage between you and your first wife. If you get approved, wonderful. You're a permanent resident now for the last 7-8 years. If you get denied, then they're going to put you in removal. Then when you're in removal, you can either, at that point, no one's going to arrest you as long as you don't have a criminal record, but then either before a judge, you're going to say, I'm going to renew my I-751 before the judge, or you're going to say, Judge, I'm now married to another beautiful lady, I'm in love with her, and I'd like to adjust my status to her. But that would be after they adjudicate the I-751. That's the process you have to go through.
Okay.
All right, hold on if you need help. Let's go to Philip in Coca, Florida.
Coca.
Where's Coca, Florida?
Coco,
Florida.
Coco, Florida.
Philip?
Yes, sir. Good morning.
How are you?
Good morning. How you guys doing?
Tell us a little bit about Coco, Florida in less than 10 seconds.
Well, Coco is like being close to the islands, but a little bit cooler at times. You know what I mean? You get everything here just the same. You know, we're closer to the beach. Nice weather right through. I mean, it gets cold sometimes, but I mean, it's good.
Philip, I'm sorry, I'm not going to be able to answer your question right now because I will be going to JetBlue and coming down to see you immediately. I don't want to be here in the cold any longer.
He wants to come hang with you.
I'm going to come out at Coco. All right, what's your question?
Hey, it's no problem, man. It's no problem.
You see, he's painted a good picture, Squeeze. He's painted a good picture here.
Yeah, fishing, relaxing.
Go fishing, man. I mean,
I like that. I like that. What do they got off the coast of Coco? What do we?
Marlin.
Marlin.
You get some marlin, right?
Yeah.
No, you know what? We don't get a lot of marlin. It's always like the big red snapper.
I like red snapper. Oh, I love nice white fish.
Mahi.
I like.
Really good.
I don't like mahi.
I like mahi.
Red snapper.
I like red snapper. I like mahi.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
All
we
right,
have,
all right, Philip.
We're talking fishing now.
All right, Philip, it was nice speaking to you. We'll see you in about 3 hours. Now, what's your question?
All right. I've been in the country like since 2004, and of course I don't have a proof of entry. I was married to my kid's mom. We got married, I think, in 2007 after our daughter's birth, the first daughter birth, and never put everything. And as usual, they say once you enter the country legally, you can't get no paperwork.
Right.
So I tried and I searched around everywhere. By now we have 2 kids. Every lawyer tell me the same thing. Mr. Daly, you enter illegally, so by rights stay under the radar until something comes up and all that. It was, I think it was 4 or 5 years ago, I run into a lawyer while I was up in New York. Me and my kid's mom was separated then, Mr. Wright, and he told me, he said,
Don't say any other lawyers' names on the show because we don't want to disparage anybody.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
So he said, Mr. Daly, what they're telling you, what they told you is not lie. But there's a way we can probably go around that. Since you say your kid's mom have a substance dependency problem, we're gonna say, okay, she really needed to be here because at the time.
Philip, what? Just tell me the question now because we got like 100 people to go through.
The thing is, we've been married. She passed away, and I'm still stuck. Don't have nothing.
She passed away.
I want to see what
and you got your kids. All right.
And I got the 2 kids. Yeah.
Did she ever file a petition for you?
Yeah. We had started it.
Do you have an I-130 approved?
Which acknowledge that I'm here. I think I got that. I think I did have that done.
I'll tell you what you can do and argue it out. Okay.
But he needs an attorney.
There is a obscure section of law called 204L that says that if you are here in the United States and your spouse or your parent files for you and the I-130 is approved, you can adjust your status here and do your own humanitarian waiver despite the fact that you entered without inspection. Now there is conflicting case law on this and regulations, but it's certainly something that you should be looking into. All right, so hold on 1 second, and we can hopefully help you and have a consultation with you.
Once again, that's what we do here. That's the reason why it's the Brad and Squeeze Show. 1-800-529-5465. That's 1-800-529-5465. In my opinion, the most powerful name and number that you will need when it comes to, of course, legal help. Make sure you reach out to the law offices of Spar and Bernstein in Manhattan at 1-800-529-5465. Open 6 days a week. And the key to all of this, ladies and gentlemen, I know a lot of you sit here and you wait for all the answers and trying to see if you can do it yourself. The key to all of it is to actually book an appointment, get a consultation, come in and retain the law firm. All right? This is not just for the fun of it. This is the real deal.
Squeeze, we got about 3-4 minutes. Let's see if we can do rapid fire quickly and see how many questions we could race off from Facebook. This is going to go really fast, Kimberly.
Absolutely. All right.
Social media queen.
Kim,
don't even say hello.
first?
Just start right with the questions. Let's go.
Okay, Cheryl would like to know, I'm living in Atlanta. Can you help me? I'm on my 2-year green card. They asked for more stuff, which I sent in. Then they gave me an extension. The extension is up, but they keep asking me for more stuff. Honestly, I can't submit all that they're asking for, and now I'm scared. What do I do?
Yes, we can help you in Atlanta. We can help you in L.A. Guess what? You got to submit more stuff. You have not been able to prove it was a valid marriage yet. So please call us and schedule a consultation over the telephone. We'll help you.
Squeeze?
That's it?
That's it?
Well, I've got more, but I thought we were back and forth.
Yeah, well, okay, just keep going.
Keep going. I got one here, but-
Simona would like to know, my brother's a carpenter in Jamaica, and he's really good. Can he go about applying for the extraordinary ability visa?
Well, just because you say he's good, who else says he's good? Did he win the award for Carpenter of the Year in the entire world or in Jamaica? As he won awards? What other than you saying he's really good, what does he have, going for him?
Okay, Jan would like to know.
I'm Carpenter of the Year! Carpenter of the Year, thank you! All right.
Like a global carpenter citizen award?
Yes.
Jan would like to know, my fiance is living in Jamaica and he was sent home for what I'm assuming was an illegal entry. He also had some legal issues involving drugs, which he was cleared of. Is there any point in trying to file for him? He's been in Jamaica for 5 years now.
If it was cleared of it, maybe. If they're going to say he's a past, future drug trafficker, and he was caught with drugs at the airport, probably not, because even if he was found not guilty, they're going to say at one point the facts indicate that you were a drug trafficker.
Here's one from, let's say, Tat. This is to, she got a notice from immigration. It says, this is to advise you that due to unforeseen circumstances, USCIS must cancel the previously canceled oath
citizenship.
ceremony.
Oath ceremony.
Oath ceremony on Wednesday, blah, blah. December the 13th.
Okay, so the answer is either
we regret any
either they found something bad about you and they're looking into your moral character again, or they literally, the person who was going to do the swearing in decided to take a vacation and they're going to reschedule. One or the other. Okay. Either there was no room.
So what should they do?
Wait 90 days. If you don't hear for a new oath ceremony, come see me.
Okay. All right. That's it.
Kitty would like to know if someone's husband files for them when they go to immigration in her home country, they told her that her husband has withdrawn the paperwork. Is there anything that can be done at this point?
That is cruel. That is very, very, very cruel.
That's rough.
That's rough. Cruel. What are you going to do? Husband.
Nothing can be done.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, they would have to have a consultation with me and look more, but the husband, and that's not going to be through the husband, obviously. Maybe there's other ways.
I'm going to ask you a question. I know it's your favorite. You get this all the time.
We're out of time, unfortunately, Kim, because we got about a minute to go. So we'll be back at 12 o'clock with more.
Tune in then.
Tune in then. We'll get all your questions answered. Thanks for watching.
We'll finish up and I'll ask mine then. Thank you so much for tuning in. The proceeding was informational only and not specific legal advice. Consult an attorney about your individual situation. Prior results do not guarantee a similar outcome in the future. To make an appointment with the Spar and Bernstein law firm located at 225 Broadway in New York City, call 1-800-529-5465. That's 1-800-529-5465. Easily remembered, 1-800-LAWLINK. That's 1-800-LAWLINK. Once again, make a call to 1-800-529-5465. And of course, link up with the law offices of Spar and Bernstein located at 225 Broadway on the 5th floor. If I were you out there, make the call, make the link, make the connection, make it Spar and Bernstein. 1-800-LAWLINK. That's 1-800-529-5465.
What are you doing?